तो स्वार्थ के लिए, न ही किसी सांसारिक वस्तु या लाभ की पूर्ति के लिए, अपितु सर्वथा पीड़ित मानवता के कल्याण के लिए मैं अपने रोगी की चिकित्सा करूं और इस कार्य में सबसे आगे रहूं।
It has been one of my cherished dreams that for postgraduate study and for the maintenance of high standards of medical education in our country, we should have an institute of this nature in India, which would enable our young men and women to have their postgraduate education in their own country. Aiims, the premier medical institute of India, the pride of the nation. This unique institution has taken giant strides in the world of medical sciences and established India as a frontrunner in medical research and application. No field concerning issues of national health has been left untouched by Aiims. Aiims, the touch of life in India. Aiims, the prestigious state-of-the-art hospital, is committed to providing medical care of international standards at the most reasonable cost. Doctors and nurses toil day and night, long hours, selflessly to save lives. Aiims is an eminent tertiary care hospital which caters to an ever-growing area encompassing the neighbouring countries as well: Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bhutan, Nepal, Bangladesh and Afghanistan. India's first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru, visualized the setting up of a dynamic medical institute which would set the pace for excellence in Southeast Asia. Aiims has fulfilled his dream by being a pioneer in all the three realms of medical science: research, application, and education. Established in 1956 by an Act of Parliament, Aiims has become a prime medical institute of international rating.
50 years ago, the nation placed its trust on us. We have shown our professionalism, competence and commitment in the cause of healthcare for the country. We are also not resting on our laurels. We continue to excel in the field of patient care.
Aiims plays a decisive role in formulation of the national health policy. Working in close association with the Health Ministry and other international bodies, it facilitates launching of health programs covering various fields to make India a healthy and a happy nation. The Honourable Minister of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, is the President of the Governing Council of Aiims. The Institute sets about achieving its objectives under the guidance of Standing Finance Committee, Academic Committee, Standing Selection Committee, Estate Committee and Hospitals Affairs Committee. The best brains of the nation aspire to be associated with the Institute. The rigors of passing the entrance exams are almost Herculean. 40,000 candidates compete in nationwide exams for 45 seats, and similarly 10,000 doctors vie for those much sought after 90 postgraduate seats. No wonder a recent survey published in a reputed magazine rated the MBBS course at Aims as the best offered in the country.
Aims, it is the best medical and paramedical institute. It will give me a cutting edge over other optometry school students.
Aims became a trendsetter by introducing a mandatory 3-month rural posting during internship. The forward-looking Aims also made headway by forming a consortium of 16 medical colleges in India under the aegis of WHO for innovation in medical education. The B.B. Dixit Library boasts of one of the best collections in medical science in India. The wide spectrum of medical streams covered is almost mind-boggling. The Dr. K.L. Wiggs Center for Medical Education and Technology, CMET, has made rapid strides in facilitating dissemination of information and education.
I think this institution, what I admire here is the combination of clinical application and the research orientation. And I think these two aspects are important to keep up at the same time.
Aims is an acknowledged front-runner in the field of medical research, both basic and applied. Aims has received global recognition through the publication of its doctors in reputed medical journals. The eminent faculty has been frequently honored with national and international awards for their outstanding work. Aims research output and input is truly phenomenal. The number of patients visiting Aims has grown many-fold and reflects the deep trust the people have for the institute. The facilities have grown alongside. All India Institute of Medical Sciences has one of the best teams of doctors. Patients are investigated by the world's most advanced technologies. Many patients with unique and complex problems come to Aims when they fail to find cures in other hospitals. The institute is a final hope for many hopeless patients in India. Aims has developed advanced expertise in minimal invasive surgery, both laparoscopic and thoracoscopic. A leader in the field of organ transplant in the country, Aims was the first hospital to start the kidney transplant program in 1971, heart transplant in 1994, and liver transplant in 1996. Approximately 100 kidney transplants are performed every year with excellent results. Cochlear ear implants are being done as a routine at Aims. All types of orthopedic joint replacements are done in hundreds of patients every year. No longer is it necessary to go abroad for such high-tech treatments. The institute is already recognized as one of the finest centers for spinal injuries. An ultra-modern physiotherapy unit helps patients to gain self-confidence and start life again. Aims has one of the best pediatric surgery and neonatology ICUs. Pediatric anesthesiologists have been able to effectively reduce the high-risk anesthesia pediatric mortality to almost zero. A pioneering research in the field of learning disabilities in children and a computer-based kit has been developed for training children. The phonemes-based bilingual kit has helped improve academic performance in dyslexic children. Intensive research has been done in the field of thalassemia and leukemia. New empirical studies are being carried out in molecular genetics of acute and chronic patients to help diagnosis and predict prognosis and cure. Aims is not a single hospital, but a conglomerate of facilities with 5 main centers, each a self-contained super speciality hospital. The Dr. Rajendra Prasad Center for Ophthalmic Sciences is the largest 300-bedded eye hospital in South Asia. It runs a 24-hour eye casualty service, provides specialized services for various eye disorders, and incorporates eye banking services. The center is equipped with state-of-the-art retina lab, excimer laser facility, and LASIX, which provides the latest in eye care. A community reach-in program provides patients from rural areas and urban slum facilities with cataract surgery at the center. The Cardiothoracic Center is equipped with state-of-the-art facilities in the area of cardiology, cardiothoracic surgery, cardioanesthesia, cardiobiochemistry, cardiopathology, and cardioradiology. An astounding 3,200 open and closed heart surgeries are performed in a year. Every day, about 14 to 16 open heart surgeries, along with 30 to 40 angiographies, angioplasties, stenting procedures, venography, and venoplasty are performed. The CT Center has expertise in performing complex congenital defect surgeries. The center is acquiring the most modern robotics equipment for use in heart surgeries. The center has been the leader in electrophysiological studies of the heart and treating abnormal heart rhythms. It is the only center to have acquired a CARTO system for mapping and ablation of cardiac arrhythmia.
Dear graduates, the great experience you are carrying with you, every year Aiims conducts 1,20,000 surgical procedures. Also, more than 40,000 cardiac surgeries have been carried out so far.
The Cardiothoracic Center, in collaboration with Dr. B.R. Ambedkar IRCH, have initiated utilization of autologous bone marrow-derived stem cells for transplantation in the heart. A myocardium therapy opens the horizons of stem cell research for replacing and repairing damaged myocardium and brain cells in human beings. 200 stem cell transplants have been successfully carried out at the center. The Neurosciences Center, a center of excellence in all areas of neurology, neurosurgery, neuroanesthesia, neurobiochemistry, neuropathology, and neuroradiology, caters to about 3,000 surgeries every year. The thrust area in neurosurgery has been neurovascular surgery, endoscopic surgery, surgery for CV junction anomaly, and peripheral nerves and gamma knife facility. Super specialty OPD services are provided for various neurological disorders, stroke dementia, cognitive, sleep, and neuromuscular disorder. Code Red, a new treatment for acute ischemic brain stroke, has been introduced, which effectively reduces permanent paralysis if the patient is brought to Aiims within 3 hours of the stroke. The reputed Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Institute Rotary Cancer Hospital is one of the best cancer centers in the country. It has state-of-the-art equipment and experienced multi-speciality faculty involved in research, education, and clinical patient care. Cobalt therapy unit and digitally networked dual energy linear accelerator with multi-leaf collimator and micro multi-leaf collimator have added to a flawless treatment delivery. New methods of cancer pain management using intrathecal implants have brought immense relief to patients. Aiims has acquired the latest dual-head gamma camera for early diagnosis and monitoring of cancer, which has reduced the waiting time for investigations from 2 months to 2 to 3 days. Aiims established the Comprehensive Rural Health Services Project at Balabgarh in the state of Haryana with a fully equipped 60-bedded hospital. One of the significant outreach efforts of Aiims has been the teleconferencing on medical consultation to remote and far-flung areas. Leh in Ladakh is one such successful venture. Mind-body medicine is the latest incarnation of modern medicine. In the Integral Health Clinic of Aiims, yoga is the new age instrument to influence the mind positively so as to promote self-healing. In pharmacology, patients are able to access just the right and optimal doses of medicines and drugs, where the window of drug acceptance is very narrow. A national pharmacovigilance program in collaboration with the World Health Organization has been set up to prevent the misuse of drugs. The Organ Retrieval Banking Organization, ORBO, coordinates different aspects of organ transplants, encouraging organ donations and maintaining a list of terminally ill patients requiring urgent transplants with details of tissue matching. The institute has also recently set up a bone bank. Patient care is not limited to just treating a patient. Aiims is running 2 subsidized dharamshalas with over 300 beds for patients undergoing treatment and their relations. An electric bus transports the patients free of cost within the vast campus. Several neighboring countries seek active consultancy with Aiims under bilateral agreements. Such projects include developing new facilities and training manpower for neighboring countries like Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal and Sri Lanka. Aiims has set up several helplines which work 365 days to provide medical help and information. The National Poison Information Helpline is working round the clock, advising the public and doctors on the diagnosis and management of poisoning both at home and at work. Shubh Chintak, an AIDS education and training cell, help AIDS patients and persons requiring information through telephone and internet. Around the clock Eye Donation Helpline helps in the retrieval of the cornea from the dead. Aiims has established a modern media center which organizes media presentations and guest lectures from time to time. Life at Aiims has various facets, not just confined to scientific services. Most of the 7,000 members live on campus as a close-knit community. Through its alumni network, Aimsonians, Aiims still maintains its links with former students.
This is a very exciting new era of 21st century, when we are going into an era of computation, communication, biotechnology, molecular biology, and I'm sure that these innovations will certainly help in changing the shape of patient care in the coming decade. We are also working on improving some of the patient care facilities. That means we are going to have more beds, more institutional facilities, as well as there will be more residential areas for our own workers. We are at the time we are also working on some of the areas where there is requirement of developing certain laboratory facilities, certain institutional facilities, and this I'm sure would go a long way in taking this development plan for the future 2 decades.
With the astronomical growth of patients, all facilities at Aiims have already reached their saturation capacity. The redevelopment plan 2025, an important milestone, would achieve better patient care for more people so as to re-densify, rezone and re-engineer the existing facilities. It includes world-class facilities, added open spaces, enhanced number of beds and better accommodation for the doctors and staff. Also planned are independent dedicated centers for the following: National Facility for Mother and Child Health, National Facility for Liver and Digestive Disorders, National Facility for Renal Diseases, National Facility for Spinal Surgery, National Facility for Immunology and Genetics, and School for Public Health. Important projects already sanctioned include Center for Dental Education and Research, Jayaprakash Narayan Trauma Center. September is a special month of celebrations at Aiims. September 25th is the Institute Day. On this day, Aiims was established. Students organize the annual festival Pulse, which rocks the hallowed grounds. Thousands of students from various medical colleges in India and SAARC nations participate in an array of competitions and cultural events. The nurses too have their cultural evening in September.
The best medical college in the country. Getting admission here in the MBBS was a dream come true for me, and the last 6 years have been a place in heaven.
Students, doctors and nurses are encouraged to take active part in extracurricular activities. Aiims boasts of a large swimming pool and a well-equipped gymnasium where the overworked minds relax. In this world, aspirants may find enlightenment by two different paths. For the contemplative is the path of knowledge. For the active is the path of selfless action. We at Aiims synergize knowledge with action.